Thoth, Egyptian god of wisdom, magic, and writing, often depicted with an ibis or baboon head, invented writing and served as the underworld scribe. 1. Ibis-headed human. Thoth is most frequently depicted as a man with the head of an ibis, a bird that was sacred to him. The ibis, characterized by its long, curved beak and graceful stance, was associated with wisdom and writing. In these depictions, Thoth often holds a writing palette and a stylus, underscoring his association with knowledge and the scribal arts. This portrayal connects him with the moon, as the curve of the ibis's beak mirrors the crescent moon, linking Thoth to his lunar attributes. 2. Baboon form. Thoth is also frequently depicted as a baboon or as a man with the head of a baboon. Baboons were thought to be wise and intelligent, attributes that align with Thoth's domain over knowledge and science. Moreover, baboons are diurnal creatures that greet the sun with raucous calls each morning, which link them to the sun and thereby to one of the creation myths that involve Thoth. In artistic representations, baboons are often shown seated on their haunches, sometimes with their hands raised in the air, which is a pose associated with adoration and worship. These forms were not just artistic choices but were imbued with significant religious meaning, reflecting Thoth's attributes and roles within Egyptian mythology. Each form highlighted different aspects of his nature. The ibis form emphasized his scholarly, calm, and measured nature, perfect for a deity associated with the precision required for writing, mathematics, and maintaining the universe's order. The baboon form brought out his energetic, protective qualities and his aspect as a deity of the dawn, praising the sun. In temples and tombs, these representations served not only as worship aids but also as magical symbols to invoke the god's wisdom, protection, and mediation in disputes or in the judgment of the dead. Thoth's imagery was a vital part of his worship, as it was believed that depicting a deity could invoke their presence and power. Thoth is a particularly fascinating figure in Egyptian mythology, revered not only as the god of writing and knowledge, but also as a deity with a powerful influence over the realms of magic, the moon, and judgment. Here are more detailed insights into Thoth and his role in ancient Egyptian culture. Origins and symbolism. Thoth's origins are somewhat mysterious, with different myths presenting him either as self-created or as the son of various deities. His most common symbols, the ibis and the baboon, are creatures native to Africa, particularly Egypt, symbolizing wisdom and measurement, respectively. The ibis, with its long, curved beak, was likened to the crescent moon, reinforcing Thoth's connection to this celestial body. Roles and responsibilities. Thoth's duties were manifold. God of wisdom and knowledge. Thoth was considered the divine arbiter of all knowledge and wisdom. He was said to have invented all branches of knowledge, from mathematics to medicine and religion. Scribe of the gods. Thoth acted as the official scribe of the underworld, recording the deeds of the dead. In many depictions, he is seen writing or holding a scribe's palette and reed pen. Mediator and advisor. He often played the role of mediator in disputes among the gods, emphasizing his characteristics of impartiality and fairness. For example, he played a crucial role in settling the dispute between Horus and Seth over the throne of Egypt. God of magic. Thoth was also a powerful magician, said to possess knowledge of all the secrets of the heavens and the earth. He used these powers to benefit the gods and the souls of the dead. Thoth in religious texts and practices. Thoth's wisdom and knowledge were considered to permeate the Book of the Dead, an ancient Egyptian funerary text that contained spells and instructions to aid the deceased in the afterlife. His words were believed to be so powerful that merely speaking them could have magical effects. Cult and worship. Thoth had a significant cult following, with his primary center of worship in Khmunu, Hermopolis, located in Upper Egypt. Here, he was worshipped as part of the Ogdoad, a group of 8 primordial deities. Temples dedicated to Thoth were known as houses of life and were centers of scholarly knowledge, storing a vast number of scrolls. Influence on other cultures. Thoth's influence extended beyond Egypt, influencing Greek thought as well. The Greeks identified Thoth with Hermes, their god of wisdom and writing, creating a syncretic deity known as Hermes Trismegistus. This figure became central to the Hermetic traditions, which believed in the transmission of an esoteric wisdom that led to the development of alchemy, astrology, and other occult sciences. Thoth's legacy as a god of wisdom and writing ensures his place as one of the most significant and enduring figures in ancient Egyptian mythology, representing the epitome of intellectual and spiritual achievement. Expanding from the detailed background provided about Thoth, his historical significance within ancient Egyptian culture and beyond can be explored through different periods and influences. Historical development. Thoth's prominence can be traced back to the earliest dynasties of Egypt. As the civilization developed, so too did the characterization and responsibilities attributed to Thoth, paralleling the evolving complexities of Egyptian religious and social structures. Early dynastic period. During the early dynastic period in the Old Kingdom, Thoth was primarily revered as a lunar deity. His association with the moon brought him into the roles of timekeeper and regulator of the calendar, which were crucial for agricultural and ceremonial schedules. Middle Kingdom Renaissance. The Middle Kingdom marked a renaissance of culture and religion, during which Thoth's identity as a god of wisdom and knowledge became more pronounced. This period saw the production of significant literary works, suggesting a scholarly revival where Thoth's patronage was particularly revered. It was also during this time that Thoth began to be regularly depicted as a mediator in the divine realm, helping to settle disputes among the gods. New Kingdom and beyond. By the New Kingdom, Thoth's role had expanded significantly. His attributes now included being the recorder of deeds in the afterlife, where he noted the judgments against the souls of the dead. This period also saw Thoth as a critical figure in the broader religious texts such as the Book of the Dead, where his words powered the spells that protected and guided the dead through the underworld. Centers of worship. Thoth's primary cult center was at Hermopolis, Khmunu, considered one of ancient Egypt's key religious and intellectual hubs. Here, Thoth was celebrated not just as a local deity but as part of the Ogdoad, reflecting his creation myth importance. The city itself was seen as a center of high learning, consistent with Thoth's domain over knowledge and wisdom. Iconography and representation. Thoth's depiction in art and sculpture also evolved. Initially represented as a baboon or a man with the head of an ibis, these forms highlighted his connection to the moon and his role as a deity of wisdom. The ibis, known for its precise and deliberate movements, mirrored the precision that Thoth governed in measurements and the regulation of the cosmos. Influence on later traditions. As Egyptian influence spread, Thoth's characteristics were blended with those of other deities in neighboring cultures. The Greeks, in particular, saw Thoth as analogous to Hermes, the messenger god of wisdom. This syncretization formed the basis of Hermes Trismegistus, a deity in Greco-Egyptian culture who epitomized the combined attributes of both gods. Hermes Trismegistus became central to the Hermetic traditions, which influenced philosophical, mystical, and scientific thought well into the Renaissance. Enduring legacy. Thoth's legacy as a god of wisdom and writing, as well as his broader cultural significance, underscore his role as one of the most multifaceted and enduring figures in ancient Egyptian mythology. His influence, spanning from religious practices to esoteric traditions beyond Egypt, illustrates the profound impact of Egyptian culture on the ancient and modern worlds. Through each period of Egyptian history, Thoth remained a pivotal figure, embodying the intellectual and spiritual pursuit at the heart of Egyptian cultural and religious life. His evolution from a lunar deity to a god of infinite wisdom reflects the dynamic nature of Egyptian religion and its ability to adapt to the needs and understandings of its people over millennia. The worship of Thoth in ancient Egypt was multifaceted and evolved significantly over time, reflecting his diverse roles and increasing importance within the pantheon. Here's a more detailed look at the worship practices, centers, and rituals dedicated to Thoth across various epochs of Egyptian history. Early worship and roles. Initially, as a lunar deity, Thoth's worship was closely tied to the moon and its phases, which were important for the Egyptian calendar and timekeeping. This early worship emphasized Thoth's role in maintaining cosmic order and his influence on the natural cycles that govern daily life and agricultural practices. Development of cult centers. The most significant center for Thoth's worship was Hermopolis, ancient Khmunu. This city was not only a religious center but also a place of great learning and intellectual pursuit, reflective of Thoth's domains of knowledge and wisdom. Hermopolis was believed to be situated at the site where the sun first rose, linking Thoth directly to creation myths and the ordering of the world. Temples and houses of life. In Hermopolis and other parts of Egypt, temples dedicated to Thoth were known as houses of life. These were not just places of worship, but also centers of education and libraries where scribes and scholars gathered to study. These temples stored scrolls and texts, many of which were attributed to Thoth's invention or inspiration, solidifying his role as the god of scribes. Rituals and festivals. Thoth was celebrated through various rituals and festivals, most notably the Feast of Thoth, which took place on the 19th day of the first month of the Egyptian calendar. This festival celebrated Thoth's mythological role in winning 5 extra days of the year from the moon, thereby allowing Nut, the sky goddess, to give birth to her 5 children. The celebrations included offerings of manuscripts and papyrus, feasts, and the public reading of sacred texts, emphasizing Thoth's influence on writing and knowledge. Artistic depictions and iconography. Thoth was typically depicted in art and sculpture as either an ibis or a baboon, animals sacred to him, or as a man with the head of an ibis. These depictions not only served a religious function but also played a role in the ritual magic of Egyptian religion, where the portrayal of a god could invoke their power and presence. Pan-Egyptian and international influence. Thoth's worship was not confined to Hermopolis but spread across Egypt, with significant temples also located in areas like the Delta and Thebes. Internationally, his characteristics blended with those of Greek Hermes, indicating a spread of his worship and influence into Greco-Roman culture, where he was revered as Hermes Trismegistus. Legacy in later Egyptian religion. Throughout Egyptian history, as religious beliefs evolved and syncretism became more common, Thoth remained a significant figure. His roles expanded beyond those of knowledge and moon deity to include a judge in the afterlife, reflecting the ethical and moral dimensions of wisdom in Egyptian culture. Through these diverse forms of worship and the widespread veneration across different regions and periods, Thoth maintained a pivotal position in the religious and cultural landscape of ancient Egypt. His evolution from a lunar deity to a god of infinite wisdom exemplifies the dynamic and adaptive nature of Egyptian religious practices, showing how deities were continuously reinterpreted to meet the spiritual needs of the people.